Hello everybody and welcome to LMM, and a slight change to what I was initially going to do today. Now, some of you guys will have tuned in and seen our very ill-fated attempt at doing a live stream that went terribly badly, in which I attempted to steam this lot up and my phone that I was trying to let the live stream off overheated, and as a result you guys saw absolutely none of it. So I'm going to try and rectify that now by actually getting some of these running and bringing you and showing you what my collection is. So we'll start off here with a match that goes out, that's useless, and trying to light the solid fuel over here for my Wilesco traction engine, which is this one, which has been mucked around with. It's the one that's the convertible type, so it's got the front end that looks like it should hold the roller as well, and I've had it for many a year now. Oh god. Solid fuel is alight. See if that will catch, and we're going to just slide that into the tray underneath like that, and just try not to set the table on fire again like that, because that would be bad. Is that still on fire? Yes, it's still on fire. So we'll leave that in there to burn and do its thing, as that wants to roll away quite happily. So solid fuel is hot. So yes, this is a little Wilesco, and it's quite a nice little thing. We've got here a little filler. Chuck a little bit of steam oil in there. Watch it bubble out slightly, because I've already lit the fire. So it's heat working in there, but it is slightly going in. There we go. We'll place the top on this. This one here has got a double acting piston. So it means that with the regulator on it, because it has a regulator as well, you can get a kind of nice controlled speed without ticking over. So looking at the rest of them, well, let's get a bit of water here. I'm going to add some water to the little stationary engine here. This is I think a Mamod SE1, I think. Confusingly, that's a minor SE1. So I think they're more or less the same thing. So we'll just chuck the funnel in here, and we're just going to basically fill the boiler up. Now these ones are slightly strange. The way you make these work, so you basically fill them until they're full, and then tip them on end. And the filler hole here, where the safety valve goes, is about 3/4 of the way up the boiler. So that then gives you a good indication of how full it is. So that's now totally brimmed. So we'll now just put out the burner, tip it up, and just chuck out some of the water in it by twisting the flywheel using the piston as a pump, just to blast some of the excess water out of there. And that looks to be a decent amount. So we'll place the safety valve off, making sure we give it a little pump to make sure it hasn't seized. And now we shall screw that back in, nip it up, chuck another solid fuel tablet onto the burner, put that little remains on, and we shall light that as well. Having a boiler full there of mostly cold water, just a little top off of hot stuff, means that won't burn particularly well, and it will take some time to get it heated up, which is why I've given it a nice big tray here of solid fuel, which is possibly on fire. Is it on fire? Nope, that's gone out. Solid fuel is a pain in the backside to get lit. That's what I've always found. The Wilesco was already filled up with water, and he's starting to boil. So that's good. We'll just leave that match in there to start burning with the solid fuel. Hopefully that will do. Wilesco is starting to make noise, so we're going to go fill the larger engine now. Now this is I think the SE4, which is one of the bigger engines that Mamod ever did. I always wanted this because it's got twin cylinders, and despite there only being single action, because you've got two of them and connected to a flywheel, it means you can actually get it to run slightly smoothly. And it's a meth burner as well, so it's yeah, it will steam quite happily and quite quickly. The safety valve on this is knackered. This is a very old engine. It's one of the older ones in my collection. and I need to find another safety valve for it, really. But there we go. That's now filled. Whoops, lost that. Put the little filler plug, which is this thing, in the back of it, like so. And screw that up. This water has been coming out the back, so we know that's full. Screw that up, take that out. Push the safety valve to make sure it's okay. Again, the rubber around that is knackered, so that will need some love in the not too distant future. And at the same time, we're going to fill the T1 and the T1A up. Now, these are Mamod's most famous model, I think, the traction engine. Everybody knows of these. Very nice little models. They've got a drive band you put around the flywheel there onto the wheel, and they fly around the floor at a scale speed of about 3,000 miles an hour. And that's that one full. It's coming out the back. And now we'll just fill this up as well. Now, these were running earlier for the Twitter live stream, which didn't really work, so they've still got water and warmth in them. And that's that full as well. Brilliant. So they're both full now. So again, new safety valve on this one. This was my first live steam model. I got this when I was in high school, and I have run it many times. Really should do some more with it and give it a bit of maintenance. Now we screw the little bung in the back with the boiling water dribbling over it onto my fingers, so that's already quite warm. Now, on latter Mamods of today, like my Wilesco, they have a gauge glass on them rather than these plugs. I quite like the plugs. It just means it's a bit more hands-on. There's the plug for the back of this one. Screw that in. Now, this one, despite being an older model and having quite the dent in the boiler, seems to be in slightly better condition than this one. So next thing we're going to do with 3 engines on the boil is fill these 3 burners back here up with methylated spirits and get those onto the burner as well. So first we'll fill up the big one for the larger engine. Now, my one came without a burner, and buying the burner for it I think was almost as much as paying what I paid for the engine itself, which was excessive. So we'll put that just behind the engine ready to light, and we'll fill the little burner tray and scuttles for the 2 traction engines. That's one. We'll just clip that on for now, and that's 2. Which will leave us with the minor, which is the more tricky engine because it's the smallest. So all these burners are basically a bit of cloth in there, and as the flammable liquid, the mess, evaporates, it's able to burn and get a controlled flame. So we'll just chuck that like that. So next stage is we'll put the lid back on them, and we'll light these 3. And that one's making some noises about being on fire. I heard that go whoomp, so I'm just going to chuck that under there and hope. Keep this burning. Heard that one go whoomp. And come on. Ouch, that's my fingers. And I heard that one go whoop. That match had got very much to the end of its wood. Very little left of that match. Very hot. So 3 engines now, 4 engines, 5 engines lit. So what we're going to do now is just put a bit of steam oil down into the piston of that, a bit of steam oil into the piston of that, a little bit of steam oil into the piston of that. These ones are very basic, they don't have much in the terms of lubrication. Let's just stick some in the mechanism, hope. This one has got oilers on the pistons themselves, so you can put a nice dribble in there. Well, something's making steam. So those now have got steam in there. So the last thing to do is to use the little funnel here. We undo the little screw on the tiny burner for the minor, put that in there, and we can top up this tiny little thing with some methylated spirits. Now I'm trying to get all of them to run together at the same time because I think that would be quite entertaining. Whether or not it's going to happen, I don't know. Is that all it takes? 1 scoop, I suppose 1 funnel load of that is is probably about right. Just chuck a bit more in that in the off chance. And a bit more. Oh, so that's definitely too much. Oh, that's full. So we'll put that to one side. Put the lid on the methylated spirits because we're done with that now. Put the lid back on the burner. So that's ready to light, because this has got this really twee little designer burner, which I think is brilliant. This little bit of cloth here. So the liquid travels through the little burner to the end, to the burner. We'll put that under there, which will keep that separate. So now I just need to put some more water into the boiler with the funnel, and we will be away with everything sat ready to go. Now again, tiny little boiler, it's a tiny little burner, doesn't take much water. In fact, I think that might be pretty much brimmed. It looks like it is. So again, we'll just spin this way, use it as a pump just to blast some of the water out. Like so. Put the safety valve in, giving it a pump. And now everything should be on fire and making steam, which is certainly a lot better than we were in our previous attempts at doing this. So we'll get another match, or part of a match, and we'll take some flame from this one here, which is on fire just about, and we'll light this burner there. And we'll slide, there's a little channel in there for that, and we'll just put that into its little channel, put it down, make sure that is indeed burning. Does appear to be burning, so that's good. And now we play the waiting game. So let's see, any life in that? Nope. Any life in this? Oh, a little bit there. Any life in that? Nope. And not yet. Any life on the Wilesco? Oh, the Wilesco lives just about. A little flick there. Oh, and look at that motion. That is glorious. That's the advantage of double Ecton cylinder. That's not the camera dropping frames and looking like it's slow. That is how slow it's ticking over, and I can adjust the regulator there and really get it to tick over really nice and slow. Like that. And also I can open the whistle. Ah, this is bubbling, so I wonder if this means this will start. Or is it just the safety valve knackered on it? Oh, come on. Maybe that's just knackered. What about you? Ah, there we go. Well, they're both running together. This one's got an exhaust regulator here, so we can slow that down a bit. Now, these are absolutely flying along. You wouldn't notice it. Ah, that's thinking about it. There we go. There we go. That's running. So currently, there are 4 of the engines running. This one is thinking about it, but not there. And that is very close. That's almost there. So this is what we were trying to do before. Now this, that has a whistle. Ouch, that's hot. That has a whistle. I don't know if that's even a light. There it is, definitely is a light. Go on you. We're going to pull that a bit closer to the, away from the edge of the table. Oh, that's priming. Ouch, that was hot. Maybe a little too much water in there. Yes, definitely too much water in there. Go on. As I shoot the other engines with hot water. Oh, so close. There we go, that's that running happily. That's running happily, that's running happily. That's just almost there. There we go, that's that. So currently, all we need to do is get you going. Oh, come on. There we go. That's 5 running together, which it's not bad. I mean, that's leaking badly, as I mentioned it might be. But they are both running happily. That's running very nice and smoothly. They are both absolutely hammering along. That's going nicely, and all we need is just you to think about it. That's still spitting a bit of water out. But there we go, guys. This is what we aim to do. And we are bubbling a little behind there, bubbling there. Flying along at a rate there. Come on. Oh, that's so close. You can see the piston fighting back. If I go there, again, I think it's quite full of water. Leave that a couple of moments, we'll probably be okay. Oh, look at that going. So this is all for part of the Twitter Steam rally. So many people can't get out and be part of the rallies that we'd normally be part of, going to see vintage vehicles, old steam engines, old cars and such. So some enterprising people decided to set this up online. Now, by the time you watch this video, it will all be over. But I recommend checking out the Twitter Steam Rally on Facebook, and you can see some of the vehicles that were added as part of this group. Come on. Come on. Oh, I want the little one to run. Now, with the big one, we can add some more fuel. Half a glass. So good. We'll pull the burner out. Yes, we'll see. And we'll take some solid fuel. We'll just shove up the fire a little bit and add another piece in. So this one's got a gauge glass on the back, so we can see the fire still burning. We can see there's still water, rather. So that means we can keep that going. So all we've got to do is get you going, you little scamp. Come on. Ouch. Come on. You know you want to. And so far, that's stopped. There we go, that's that running again. That does nothing. Come on, little one. The burner still doing anything? Well, it's still alight. And you're very hot. Very hot. There we go. That's the little thing going. That's running, that's running, that's running. All we need is that to fire up a little bit and we'll have all of them running together. Now my phone is now covered in oil from, there it is, that's the little one. From all the oil these things are spreading out. Now, though it looks like this is going quite slow, that's actually going too fast for me to actually see. That is going around at that speed. They are going around about the speed that you can see them going. So all you need is you to go and we'll have all 6 running together. So, oh no, these 2 are slowing down now. You can kind of see the blurring effect working on them. Also, this one's got a flywheel which is definitely aftermarket and not quite leveled, so it rattles quite a lot. You see it shaking around. But that is this running session of all 6 engines. I'm really hoping we're going to get this one to do something. Really hoping just before it gives up. Oh, look at that. So this is what I was hoping you guys are going to be able to enjoy with me on the Twitter live stream rather than it being a standalone video. But the video that was meant to be coming out was the 25k special, the second half, which was Ask Lawrie questions, and the resulting bit of the oh, look at the flames licking there. The resulting bit of the live stream with you guys basically ended up being a Q&A session anyway, so I thought we'd do this and have the Q&A session come out later. Now this one here is making the most delightful chugging noise, and this is also, as it's Wilesco, I've got the chain little wheel here for steering. Oh, I think that's actually gone out. Yes, that has gone out. That's why that's not doing anything. These solid fuel burners are useless. Oh, yep, that's going again. That might have a little bit left in it, but these burners are very small. But I'm pretty convinced I can actually fill that burner up and have another run with it quite safely. I love this as well because you get steaming properly coming out the chimney, steam out the chimney here, steam out the chimney here. They're all quite nice. So I've had the regulator partly closed on this one, so it's been using less steam, whereas this has been going full throttle the whole time. Now, I don't know if it's something guys want to see in the future, which is a bit more of a closer look on these engines and what they actually are, a bit of the history, what they're like to operate or anything, because they're quite simple. There's not that much difference between them, but I quite enjoy them. I've certainly had a lot of fun with them, particularly this one. This one's gorgeous. And really I could do with stripping it down, giving it clean. The regulator on this should be a lot better, but it's not. And of course there's lots of things you can build in Meccano to run off the flywheels. That's part of the joy. That's why these ones have got the Meccano style base, so you can build something out of metal Meccano and plug it in, which is always quite good. So yeah, I'll just come on, I want this to work as well. What a thing. Aren't they lovely? Aren't they lovely? So that's still just ticking over. That one is, yeah, that's gone. That's still running. She's still running. This one just keeps on going forever despite being on full throttle the whole time. It's just been quite happy and leaking from the safety valve. That has got still, I don't know if you can see in there, just bubbling away. Half a glass of water, so I can chuck some more fuel on that and keep it running. That's brilliant, and that's slowing down. That's still going, but we can chuck a bit more solid fuel on that. I'm just going to pull these bits out because they have just disintegrated into nothing. I'm going to put another bits of solid fuel into there, and we'll give that another chance at just running up because it's done nothing yet, rather disappointingly. And now we're slowing down, you can hear the SE4 does actually make a nice chuff, chuff, chuff noise. And the Wilesco is ticking over so beautifully smoothly. For a little model, to tick over that slow is just fantastic. And now I've relit the fire on that, you can actually hear that's actually burning and making steam. If of course the fire's still lit. Oh look, we are making steam. It's starting to bubble. So that's positive. That's still got a bit left in it, so if we go full reg and there we go. Still working. Chuck some more onto there to the Wilesco. So this solid fuel that was on fire and now isn't. This I'm going to give another filling of meths because it did very little. I don't think it's actually used much water at all. So we're going to chuck some more methylated spirits in there and relight that. The Wilesco is on its another bound using some second-hand fuel that didn't want to work before. So we're going to put that in there. Whoops. Overfill there of meths. Refill the burner. That's definitely burning this time, so at least we'll get the two stationary engines running together, like so. And cool, that's lit. So we'll stick that back in there. So once this gets fired up, that will be it. There we go. That's, look at that go again. I'll give it another little whistle. It's a nice valve on that, so you can control it a lot more. These two are very simple in there. There we go. In their desire to work. I think that's probably life expired. That one's quite, yes, that's gone. and these two have gone. The nice thing about these is how quickly they cool down after they've been used. Right, there we go. That's, come on. That's that close to working, and the little one must be close as well. There we go. It's a larger one on top. Still quite full of water, but it's just such a simple joy with these engines. That's all it is. Burner, boiler, short piece of pipe, as it now vibrates its way across the table, to a single piston. So when it's in this position, the steam goes behind it, pushes it forward, momentum carries it back, the steam exits through the exhaust pipe on this, which is just a hole in the side, the same as this one. These two have both got pipes that take it to the chimney. This one goes to the exhaust regulator and then up the chimney, and that one's even more complex. On a nice day like this, it's just nice having steam out in the garden. It's just lovely. There it go. Oh, that did do it. Go on. Go on. Go on. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, there they are. Little and large, the same thing, both just about running. I love this just because it's so small and simple. It's so twee. It's like a work of art. And now they're both running together. They make this very kind of mechanical noise. They're very, very mechanical. Again, on the camera, because of the slower shutter speed, you can kind of see things moving, whereas to me, it's just a blur on both of them. Unlike that, which is still beautifully ticking over. And we've still got some water in there, so we'll let this fuel burn out and then we'll let that shut itself down. So now I've actually done what I wanted and had all 6 engines running almost together. That'll be it. So thank you guys for joining us. If you joined us in the live stream, we hope you enjoyed that as well. We will be doing more of them because it seemed to be quite popular with you guys. Remember, we stream on Twitch as well. We do gaming things, and on Mondays, Jeff has races in a competitive league and we give him some advice. And on Wednesdays at the moment, we're doing Wreckfest. And we have an open server for you guys to join. We're also doing some other things on a set of Corsa and things for you guys to come and join in and chat to us and just be part of the LMM community, which at the moment is wonderful. So thank you guys for that. And at the time of recording this, we're at 26,000 subscribers. So thank you all so much. The second part of the 25,000 subscriber special will be coming soon. So thanks guys, thanks for being part of this. I hope you've enjoyed this, and let us know in the comments if you'd like to see more on the miniatures, well, the models doing stuff. You want a bit more information. I'm not really sure if there's enough for an entire video on, say, that one and that one, but maybe together or something. Still, my phone is filthy now. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for watching the live stream if you did. I'm sorry it was awful. Please, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and of course leave a comment and get in touch. And if you've enjoyed this video, how about clicking over here somewhere for the first attempt at the live stream, and over here for the question and answer session that followed on afterwards. Thanks for watching guys, we'll see you later. So good. They're just so good.